We have developed and hope to implement a thoughtful strategy plan on digital platforms to launch a new product for Glossier, developed as a result of understanding customers' needs. We have identified metrics to measure the strategy's effectiveness. Our plan aims to capture valuable consumer feedback on Glossier's new product, Para-Orbital Perfection, and then promote the product on social channels through specified tactics. Harnessing the power of digital media, we will highlight the product's benefits and how it can be incorporated into the consumer's beauty routine through a dynamic balance of original content, crowdsourced responses to the product, and influencer marketing. Initial stages to capture consumer feedback will entail product testing with identified prospects. These prospects, identified by status or satisfying criteria, would provide insight on how the target market might respond to the product. This insight would be evaluated after the testing period in order to shape certain tactics in greater detail. Doing so allows Glossier to communicate the product's features more effectively and its place on the top shelf more clearly to its audience. So right now you might be asking, why this strategy, and how is this unique from what Glossier has done in the past? Well, to start with the first one, Glossier defined their story and purpose long before they began designing products. Rooted in Emily Weiss's philosophy, the brand is a people-powered beauty ecosystem, where beauty is born out of celebration of the individual. Skin First, Makeup Second was born out of a connected community aimed at understanding what value women looked for in their beauty routines. We understand Glossier designs their products around their purpose, which is to create skincare and makeup tools that enhance the process and result of women's beauty routines. As a direct-to-consumer company, Glossier embodies the direct connection marketing flow far beyond the business model. With direct social interactions, Glossier truly stands as the end point next to the customer. Glossier covers the role of journalists in a unique way, and we wanted to build upon this in our strategy. Because the Glossier brand stands for its customers, the best way the brand maintains its authenticity is to have their customers act as the journalists. The brand shares feedback and responses to their product with the same audience who provided it. Glossier truly understands the notion that social sharing is a post-conversion activity and 100% product, purpose, and why. Our strategy targets the why aspect in a fresh way. When we talk about marketing with meaning, we have to convey to our consumers we understand their needs and deliver value through the marketing of a product itself. Originally, when presented with the eye cream and eye concealer, we saw how they were an indication of the brand's understanding of consumer needs. Glossier is great at listening to their audience and designing products around what they hear. What we didn't see was the value in marketing them separately. Thus, Para-Orbital Perfection was born for many reasons. Marketing them as a duo not only solves more than one problem for consumers, but it makes them feel they are getting more value. Glossier has utilized this packaging of products into duos, trios, or phases of the beauty process before, and it's a strong tool for driving sales. Much of our consumers purchase and use a range of expensive products in order to remedy the eye area. Through our creative strategy and innovative product, we are demonstrating our effort to save our consumers time, money, and stress. Para-Orbital Perfection was developed knowing that many women struggle with various problems in the eye area, such as dark circles, fine lines, bags, puffiness, and irritation. The Para-Orbital Perfection duo includes a cream and a concealer. The cream can be applied daily, in the morning and at night, working to hydrate and calm the skin. Packed with antioxidants, flavonoids, hyaluronic acid, glycerin, and SPF level 15, the cream delivers a unique formula to prevent irritation and reduce the appearance of tired eyes, promoting and protecting overall para-orbital tissue health. Working as a primer for the concealer, the cream does not leave a thick residue or cause makeup to smudge. The concealer works in universal ways with color-correcting pigments to neutralize any discolor. Green tea and cucumber infusions prevent irritation and puffiness while brightening the tissue itself. Usually when women go in search of a good concealer, they have to find one with the right undertones to cancel out the specific problem they're experiencing. For example, when someone with dark purple circles under their eyes purchases a concealer, they should be looking for one with yellow undertones because color theory highlights the cancellation of opposing colors on the color wheel. The reality of our lives is we may experience a variation of eye symptoms any given day or time of year. Glossier's concealer and duo overall is a one-stop shop to target any symptom the customer might experience. When considering Glossier's powerful top-shelf positioning, our strategy will illustrate how our product tangibly makes a difference in their life. Done by enticing customers to share through photo and video the amount of eye-related products they got rid of after purchasing and using the Para-Orbital Perfection, they would pair this with the hashtag #BuyGone. This will be strong imagery of how much room the Glossier product takes up on their shelf and hassle in their life versus those prior. During our initial testing phase with the identified prospects, we will ask them to compile a list of the products they got rid of or used prior to Glossier in addition to this media. Our objective during this testing phase is to identify potential tactics for later periods in the campaign after the launch. Tapping into Glossier's already powerful e-commerce site and into the Gloss blog in fresh ways will play a pivotal role in our interaction and social engagement goals. One of the many unique identifiers for the Glossier brand is their competitive intelligence and consumer knowledge. Glossier clearly outlines the uses, benefits, ingredients, and claims for each of its products. Uncovering what customers have to say beyond product itself, but still related to it, will increase the value they perceive. Having a tribal knowledge base to tap into would give Glossier customers special insight as to why the products they're using work so well and how their philosophy fits into their life. Implementing this tool using Lithium's online community management platform will help streamline and segment content for users to navigate. An informed customer is a loyal one, and connecting consumers through knowledge sharing in this way expands the brand while staying true to its mission and purpose. This section would be titled Glow Up, which is a modern term that refers to a timely gaining of confidence and undergoing of a personal transformation. Also a play on Glossier and the glow many customers exude using the products, the phrase promotes wellness. This knowledge base would live on into the Gloss's site, with customers browsing the products on the e-commerce site being driven there with a link to it in the product description section. Contributors have to have an account on Into the Gloss or Glossier to access it. This is a new way to engage customers and ask them what they have to say, something Glossier does often, in a deeper manner. The goal in the first month of incorporating this element would be to have 1,000 contributors to the knowledge base. An example of a knowledge article topic post-product launch might include the benefits of antioxidants and flavonoids, importance of sunscreen in the eye area, or damaging chemicals to the eye. A nutritionist and loyal customer could post an article about the benefits of green tea and cucumber for the body, particularly on the skin. A psychologist could write an article about managing mental health and getting enough sleep to keep stress and anxiety level lows, which have been shown to strain the eyes. Through the interactions taking place in this knowledge base, Glossier will not only highlight product benefits and connect consumers in a new way, but will learn even more about their audience's lifestyles. Tapping directly into their audience's knowledge will help grow the company's knowledge even further. Sequential posts will help tell a story about the results of para-orbital perfection use over 28 days on different women. The series will be titled In Orbit, which also unveils itself into a larger social campaign. This time period is just about how long it takes for the moon to orbit the Earth and covers a span of 4 weeks for the customer. In approximately a month, a woman can experience a wide variety of symptoms, experiences, events, and emotional states which take a toll physically. Each day, the subject will photograph herself in the morning, afternoon, or early evening, and just before bed. The morning photograph will consist of a post-application photograph, whereas the nighttime will be after their face has been washed and the cream has been applied. The afternoon is intended to reflect the subject's state and how well the product is working to neutralize any unwanted symptoms. Each subject will have a journal for consumers to delve deeper into their experience, hosted on the Into the Gloss, and time-lapse videos featuring a succession of the photographs will be posted at the end of each 7-day period on social media channels. Finally, there will be a photo of the bare para-orbital area on day 0 and day 28 of the series to capture how the products worked to improve the tissue. For this series, we hope to have 20,000 followers of the journals on Into the Gloss, 30,000 followers on Facebook, and hundreds of thousands of views on Instagram stories. We hope to invite other customers to participate and post their own before and after photos once the product is released. This type of series is in line with the candid yet friendly nature of the brand and harnesses the power of the before and after photos that the brand already uses. The universal element of the products works to enhance the natural tissue and skin tone around the eye area, which are 2 key product features. These product features are highlighted through original content such as this. The In Orbit campaign will continue to resonate with the Glossier brand and its consumers long after the product launch. The purpose of this aspect of our campaign is to raise awareness of how we are constantly in orbit of our lives. Each day, week, month, year brings something different, and taking the time to notice what orbit we're in allows us to be more conscious of just how exactly we're celebrating ourselves and our beauty. Though there are ups and downs in life, just like the circular orbit of the moon around the Earth and the Earth around the sun, we are merely traveling in one direction, and that is through life. Users can share content on social platforms with the hashtag #InOrbit and share their experiences, celebration, or misfortune as a reminder of this. To bring the physical and digital spheres together, Glossier will host events in their brick-and-mortar stores and pop-up shops. We would help organize these events at the termination of the 28 days, celebrating the individual and the new moon. The subjects of the In Orbit campaign would be present and have a Q&A session with attendees regarding the personal and product experiences over the 28-day course. Just like the moon completes its orbit and does not pause before the next, we will make it and we will continue to. And we can bring Glossier's lively personality to the campaign with content like memes and video posted to the brand's accounts. Through these tactics, we hope other users will understand the factors that may contribute to paraorbital symptoms they experience, connect with consumers over the knowledge they have to share with one another, and identify with the lives of other customers to see how this product can fit into their own life. Our audience, saturated by digital media, often feels the pressure to keep up a positive, perfect image. The presentation and depiction of life in social channels can be often misconstrued. Our message embraces the notion that perfect means handling the imperfections of everyday life and seeing how our experiences play a role in shaping who we are. Hint, hint, paraorbital perfection. Glossier's mission, and thus ours in this strategy, is to empower women, help them feel comfortable in their own skin, and accentuate their beauty which starts beneath the skin. With one of our social media tactics entailing the reposting of our customers' feedback and product interactions in line with the brand's overall strategy, customers will be excited to share their experience with Glossier's new products in a new way. The brand's overall strategy already elicits responses from users on a daily basis, whether it be in search of friendly chatter or to admire an aspect of the brand or one of its products. Our strategy and its tactics hopes to elicit a new type of response, one that is experience or symptom-based. When a customer wakes up with deep circles and red rings around her eyes after a poor night's sleep due to anxiety, she reaches for Glossier's paraorbital cream to correct them, and then takes to Twitter to share how she was suffering from the situation but found a sense of relief. Another might highlight the product's remedy to puffy, irritated, tear-stained eyes after a bad breakup the night before. While the product fits neatly into the customer's everyday life and beauty routine, users may not have an experience such as this to post daily. It is the weight these experiences carry when they are shared that makes it an effective tactic. Let's take Beyoncé, who boasts Glossier as her favorite beauty brand, and look at how she exemplifies a critical influencer for the brand and particularly this product. Busy running the world, just like the G Team and Glossier girls, Beyoncé goes from touring in concert to raising her children to publicity and social events looking like she barely moved from her glam squad chair. We're looking to expand the people-powered beauty ecosystem that is Glossier. We're going to call them G-Bosses, our own play off the G Team. We are looking for the G-Bosses of the world, like Beyoncé, who put on a fierce face and handle whatever is thrown at them with fervor and grace. Women who understand the sometimes tumultuous climate of life is not about how you look as you go through it, but rather how you care for yourself as you go through it, far beyond the surface. We can find these G-Bosses among celebrities like Beyoncé, female figures in business like Bumble Queen Whitney Wolf, social influencers like Lily Singh, or the women in their early 20s trying to pay off student loan debt, climb the ranks at work, and make healthy choices, or anyone in between. These G-Bosses' opinions are highly valued by their strong following and are trendsetters in the marketplace. Innovative thinkers and hard workers who seek out real experiences versus false, imagined narratives. When they come across a brand or product that delivers on this, they are fiercely loyal advocates. Audience members, already trusting of them and seeking the same, are more responsive and likely to purchase when a familiar face with similar values endorses the product. Not only do audience members identify with these women, but they aspire to be like them in some regard. They want to run their own business someday, be a leader in the women's movement, accomplish as much in a day as one of them might. And this product helps create proximity in that regard. To measure our strategy's effectiveness, we will first understand the use cases of our initial testing subjects and how the product worked for them, paying special attention to how they felt the product interacted with their skin tone and type. Monitoring sales activity and evaluating the number of viewings and responses to knowledge articles will tell us if this was an effective tool for further connecting consumers to the product as well as track ROI. Documenting and recording consumers' responses on social media and keeping track of their social status and Glossier customer status will allow us to understand the reach of our plan. Measuring successful engagement with influential consumers will be done by analyzing the content of their posts and responses regarding the brand and or product. This analysis looks at the content's depth, media, keyword and hashtag use, and positive or negative stance. We will also look at how many G-Bosses we're able to identify. When we meet new people or connect with friends, family, and loved ones, one of the largest aspects of making a connection is eye contact. Millennials are known to be glued to their phones, removed from physical presence, and society is concerned about the effects of technology usage on coming generations. Our creative strategy finds a point at which digital and physical lives converge.